Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Speed Build Monday, everybody's favorite day of the week, despite the fact that it is Monday. So I have a confession, guys. I really struggled with building this weekend. I am currently under the weather, as you can probably hear. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to do a voiceover for this, considering it is Monday at almost 9 o'clock in the morning. This goes out at 12. I just was struggling a bit. Health-wise, I'm a little under the weather. I thought it was allergies, but it turned out to be a little bit more. So that kind of sucks, but that's okay because I got a build done. I built just about everything. I thought, you know what? I'm going to build a super big modern home. That didn't pan out very well. Then I was like, okay, you know what? I'll build a New York style apartment. That didn't really work out. And then I was like, no, I'll build a penthouse. I haven't done one of those yet. That sucked. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to what I know the best. It's a small, modern home, which is what this is. And this is called the No Kids Home because it is a house that is not meant for kids. It is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, very modern, very clean, very sleek home with a very adult backyard. It's got a hot tub, a grill. It's not meant for kids. I feel like most of my builds are family oriented, so I thought, why not do something that's not quite as family oriented? And this is what I came up with. So I really hope you enjoy. It's got a lot of windows. It's very bright and light and color fun. White and yellows, nice pops of colors. So I hope you really enjoy it. Anyway, guys, how is your Monday going? Mine is not going great. As you can tell, I just feel like, I'm not even that, stuffy or coffee. It's just it feels like a head cold. I just feel like I should sleep for the next 8 hours, which I want to do, but I've got things to do. I'm probably going to take tomorrow off from work, considering the way that I feel, and I would just like to sleep. And I know I don't sleep very well at night. When I'm ill, I sleep better during the day, so hopefully a nap is in my near future. I had a struggling time with the windows here. I didn't know what I wanted to do up top. I'm still not the biggest fan of it, but I think it works decently enough. Could have raised the roof maybe to make those windows work the way that I wanted them to. Hindsight's always 20/20, but I was in a rush to build this. I was like, I don't have anything built. What am I gonna build? Have I lost my building mojo? I just think I didn't give myself enough time to sort of play around with the idea. I want to do a big modern home for my Hunter legacy because Olivia is going to be aging up into an adult and she's gonna become a doctor, and I really want her to have a very formal, or not formal, but very clean lines, sleek, modern home, kind of like the doctors you see on TV have these super modern high-tech homes, but I just haven't given myself enough time to research how I want this to lay out. And if I don't give myself enough time, then they kind of turn out crap, and I don't want that because I'm going to be playing with it for a very long time. So I wanted to give myself the proper amount of time. If you notice that the speed build is a little bit slower, it's because it's not quite at its full capacity of speedness. I wanted to make sure that I didn't have a 2-second video, so I sped it down. I slowed it. I don't know what the proper term is. I didn't speed it as fast. It's a little bit slower, which is fine, except for the fact that it seems weird. It's like when I did a voiceover that time, was it last week or a couple weeks ago, where it was real-time builds, and I was like, wow, this is real slow. This seems sluggish. I actually am a big fan of the way that I landscape this. I went very, very simple for landscaping because I thought it's a small lot, it doesn't need too much, and it's very adult, so I wanted it to be very clean and well put together. So I thought, you know what, why not make it very simple landscaping. Also struggled a bit on the interior for just a tad of a second. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be very simple, the kitchen was going to be here. I struggled, I think, the most with the kitchen because I felt like it was maybe a tad too big, and then it wasn't big enough, and it was a struggle, but I think it turned out quite nice. I had to remember that it was only for one sim, technically maybe two. And so I was like trying to fit in a nice formal dining room. And I was like, you know what? Why do we need that big of a dining room table when there's only possibly 2 Sims living here? So I scratched that idea. And then I was like, why do I need the door to the bathroom on the outside if it's not that kind of house. I'm very much used to building for families, and then I end up not, and it feels a little weird, and I try to make everything so much bigger to fit that many more people, but it doesn't work out that way, because I have to remember that I'm not building for 10 million people. I'm building for 2, possibly, maybe 1. My first original plan was to make this house like under 30,000 simoleons. That didn't work. You know, I went a little overboard with that just in the building itself. So it's definitely made for that sim that definitely doesn't want kids. I would say for someone you're moving out of a house, that's what I would use this for. I don't necessarily know if I would play it for the first little while if I was like a rich single sim and I was doing some sort of series, let's play series on that. But the way that I play The Sims is definitely more geared towards family oriented, because then, you know, if you don't have a family and your one sim dies, then you're kind of like, well, that was fun. So I usually always have a family. I don't think there's ever been a time in my own gameplay where I've never had a family, because it just seems weird not to have a family. Anyway, you notice these pops of yellow, which I did in a townhouse build not too long ago, and I really enjoyed like these cool wallpaper painting on the walls, like cool colors, very sleek, very not what am I I'm very plain, that's the word. And then these pops of colors throughout the houses. So like the couches are yellow, the chairs are yellow, you've got some yellow books in there. It's just a lot of the paintings are very bright and colorful, just to give that pop of color, which I find is what's very in right now is like the cool plain walls with pop of color throughout the house, which I thoroughly enjoy, and I kind of like yellow as being the pop of color for some reason. So that's what I went for. Also, the lights are very plain, so it's plain, but it's sleek, and it's smooth edges. It's modern. What else can you say, you know? The bedroom was a bit of a struggle because the windows weren't quite, you can see they're not, what's the word? They're not symmetrical, which kind of was a little bit, I struggle with that, because the outside they're symmetrical, but on the inside with the rooms, they're not quite symmetrical. And I don't know if that's going to bother anybody. It kind of bothers me, but it's the design of the house on the outside that I really liked. Brought that pop of yellow back into the house, back into the bedroom. I mean, it's kind of throughout the entire house, except for the bathroom. I don't think really has a pop of color. But I really like the way that I set up this room. It's just, once again, it's really nice and adult. There's a good word for it. It's adult because it's not meant for kids. So that's that. It's also got a lot of green in it because I don't know, I find modern houses to have a lot of green in them. So that's what I went for. The paintings are they're either white or they're pop of color. So that's enjoyable. Anyway, I hope your Monday is going awesome. A lot better than mine. Because I'm ill and I don't like being ill, because I still have recordings to do, and I don't like to sound sick in recordings because then it sounds like I'm bored, which I'm not. I'm very excited to go back and record 100 Baby Challenge. I'm very into that. I haven't recorded part 2 yet, but I'm going to get there. Anyway, guys, this video is ending up here. Shortly, we're going to get through the fly-through. So if you like this video, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay updated on all this nonsense, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you all in my next video. Hopefully, I'm not ill. We'll see. You never know. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great Monday. Bye, guys.